Hello there, I am Baron Bones. It's been a month since I've graced the world with my presence. So let's delve back into the world of horror with Five Nights at Freddy's 2. Oh, great. Five Nights at Freddy's 2 is the sequel to the ever financially successful Five Nights at Freddy's movie that came out in 2023. I personally did not like that first movie. I felt it was boring, a waste of time, and I did not find any bit of it frightening whatsoever. There are some people who do like the movie, and apparently it is a good adaptation of the game. I wouldn't know because I've never played any of them. I never decided to play any after that movie, and I probably still won't want to play any after this one. Anywho, this film takes place, I want to say, about a year or so after the events of the first movie, and once again follows Mike, played by Josh Hutcherson. This time, a new evil appears in the original Five Nights at Freddy's. As it turns out, the entire building that we were in the first movie was just a franchise location, and this thing had an original somewhere else. That also just happens to be a bike ride away from the franchise location, apparently, which is kind of odd given that both the franchise location and the original had murders and missing children in them, and no one put two and two together, but the connection for some reason, I don't... I'm getting ahead of myself. Anywho, now it's up to Mike, his sister, and Vanessa, the policewoman from the first movie, to band together to face this new threat. In case you're wondering, I hate this movie. I did not enjoy it at all. I felt that the story was a little bit slow and monotonous, and even once it got going, was full of plot holes and really felt one-dimensional and something that I had seen 100 times before. The characters are likewise forgettable. Not one of them I was fascinated by or attached to. Heck, the main character from the first movie? Yeah, he's here, but he's really not the main focus. No, that's Vanessa. She gets the most screen time and the most to do in this film. Mike does something with a computer? I'm not really sure. I really do not care for the characters in this franchise, and the film doesn't really give me a reason to. Furthermore, there are some incredible performers in this film that are completely wasted and probably were only on set for about an hour, I'm guessing, because each of their scenes are about 10 minutes each. Maybe? Look, I do not care for this franchise, obviously. That being said, I do want to point out something. When this movie ended and I was ready to groan out loud, the entire theater I was in erupted in applause. That makes no sense to me, but I'm guessing that's because they were fans of the games series, and I have heard that a lot of people who like the games like these movies. And if that's the case, more power to them. I have never played the games, so I'm going to approach this like a normal moviegoer should. One who hasn't played the games, one who has no idea about the Five Nights at Freddy franchise, and needed something more than these movies provided. There is a couple cool scenes, and they all happen in the Five Nights at Freddy's building, which you would think would be good, because that is where this movie should take place, right? Wrong! We are in that building for a grand total of about, 15 to 20 minutes of this 2-hour movie. It's honestly just under 2 hours. I'm exaggerating a little bit there, but it felt longer than it actually was, and that's probably because the use of time this film has is awful. The pacing is just completely off. It takes so long to get going, and once again, the film relies on coincidence upon coincidence. The first movie did this a lot too, and it bugged me then, it bugs me now. At the end of the day, this movie is generic, it is boring, and it doesn't do anything different to set itself apart from any other baseline horror movie. There are a couple scenes that are cool, and I will say it's better than the first movie, but that's not saying very much. I'm going to give Five Nights at Freddy's 2 a 4 out of 10. And I'm only giving it a 4 because I do think there are people who will like this film. In fact, I know there are people who will like this film because they've seen them. I've talked to them. I don't understand their reasoning, but they like it, and more power to them. But as for me, I could not enjoy myself at all. Anyway, that's my opinion on Five Nights at Freddy's 2. What do you think about it if you've seen it? Let me know in the comments below. And if you like this video, like, comment, and subscribe. And, as always, stay terrified.